Evidence.
DJ Babu.
2/3 of Dilated Peoples, live and direct.
August 12th, Directors of Photography.
We knew we were going to make solo records. We started doing that. You know, we really supported each other on those campaigns. No secret that we were still all under the Dilated umbrella. It wasn't like a group breakup. Been planning since we were planning on doing solo records. After those solo records, learning from them and coming back and making another Dilated record. And we've been telling our fans that for a lot of years, you know, and it just didn't pan out right. It just wasn't. The time never came. I just thank the fans, you know, anybody who's been rocking with us, listening to us talk about the next Directors of Photography album coming in 2010, 2011, 2012, you know, etc., and then finally landing right here now. But I don't think we had to make this record. I think we made 4 really solid records on Capitol. We fulfilled our contract with them. We didn't get dropped. You know, it was like we had really good solo things happen to us in that off time. Built up some really cool stuff, and just felt like if we're gonna make this record, let's do it for the right reason and make it tight. And I think that's what happened.
A DP, you know, means a Director of Photography, and it's also Dilated Peoples.
Or double penetration.
Exactly. And, you know, for us, we've always had titles that refer to seeing or the eye, and so we're still playing off of that. And you know, I guess it's also a way of us saying, like, you know, when it comes to the music we make, we're kind of the Directors of Photography in the sense that, you know, we're behind the scenes controlling everything, making this music happen, making this album happen, etc. You know, and
I mean, Babu and I started the record. I think we probably did about 10 tracks together, but there's, you know, he did it or I did, or we looking at each other while we were doing it. But we got DJ Premier, Jake One, Diamond D, Oh No, Ninth Wonder, Twiz the Beat Pro, Alchemist. You know what I mean? So now there's a lot of production on there. We handled the majority of the record and shaped the sound of it first. So then when we went to somebody else, we kind of had an idea of what we were looking for versus just making it like a compilation album of 16 tracks by different people and then trying to puzzle it together at the end. So
you know, you got to communicate. Like, you know, you're talking about just like anything else in life. You know, us as a group, we've put everything on the line to do Dilated together. So it's like, you know, if you don't have any kind of communication, and artistically you guys got to get along too, and it doesn't hurt to be friends as well. You know, if I could give any advice, to just communicate and maintain all that. You know,
don't fuck anyone's girlfriend in the group.
Don't steal any money. Yeah. And yeah, I don't think there's any secret to it. Well, you know, for us, you know, we are who we are, and you know, we'd be fools like to make any other music than the kind that we've been known to make at this point. You know, we could have easily tried one of the new formulas and, you know, learned to rap double time over, you know, a different style beat and a different tempo that we usually don't do, and, you know, try to cater to what's popular now. But I don't think that's what people, at least our core fans, are looking for us to do. You know, we wanted to make the kind of music that we do, but do it at the highest level we can, at a 2014 level, and give that to the people. You know, I don't think anyone's interested in hearing Dilated over a trap beat necessarily quite yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, but over a DJ Premier beat, it makes a lot of sense.
I think honestly the section of the show where we do new music, you know, like doing what we're doing is dangerous. Like it honestly is. A lot of groups that I grew up listening have done this right now, and I just couldn't ride with them into this section of their career. And it's no disrespect. It wasn't the same. The vibe wasn't right. I could tell it sounded like the tax man was calling, or they were broke or something and needed to make an album to get an advance or something. I don't know what it was, but it just didn't sit right with me. And I feel like when we do our new part of our new set, it honestly feels like new energy. It feels like one of our solo songs, but we're both on it for some reason now. You know, that part of the show to me feels new and exciting, and a reason to keep pushing. We made this record because we wanted to, not because we needed to. We gave each song the same attention and attention to detail on all of it. Every song was treated like it was its only thing, and I feel like it's a victory for Dilated the day it comes out. I don't necessarily know how we fit into radio or television, or you know what formats are being presented out there as rap boxes for us to jump in, but I know that we put our heads down, kind of shut the world out, and made the best record we could make, and there should be something to be said for that in 2014.
What up, y'all? DJ Babu.
Evidence, 2/3 of Dilated Peoples, and we are on Out the Box, not out of the box, out the box.